Good morning. Today I'm going to be going over the third foundation, which is defining your reality. So the first is the journey of the individual. The second is understanding time, past, present, and future. And third is defining your reality. This chapter is pretty short, so I'm just going to read this chapter. To define something means to state or describe exactly the nature, scope, or meaning of that thing. Your reality is the world or the state of things as they actually exist, as opposed to an idealistic or notional idea of them. I think there is a major attempt being made to make this the same for everyone, but the possibility of that actually happening, in my opinion, is highly unlikely, bordering impossible. The defining part is really up to you as an individual, as it is every single other person in this world. Reality is subjective. We all have the power as an individual to define every part of our lives in whatever manner we choose to. Everything external is processed internally by each individual separately inside of themselves in their own minds. Everything that you see, smell, touch, taste, and hear is experienced by your mind. Your mind is responsible for it all. There is no physical without the mental, and due to that fact, your mind and the health of your mind is something that you should prioritize in your life. Your mind can hold you in a prison, or it can set you free from anything that could possibly bind you. Our emotions are felt from within. Our beliefs, our philosophical structures that we have constructed to help guide ourselves through the world are all inside of our minds. The way that we define our external and internal realities filter and shape the way that we look at our lives, therefore changing our life experiences for the worse or for the better. We may not always get to choose what it is that we look at, but we do get to decide what it is that we see. From the time we are born, people are going to tell us how it is that we should look at the world around us. Those people will even tell us how we should look at ourselves. Just because the people that have surrounded you your entire life tell you that you need this, that, and the other to be happy, it doesn't mean that they're correct. The fact that you have lived your whole life believing that you know what your emotions mean or who you truly are doesn't mean that you do. You have the ability to change anything in your life that you want. Your path through life doesn't have to look like everyone else's, or anyone else's for that matter. You have the power to change the way that you experience life. You have the ability to change the way you feel about things, about people, about events, about yourself. You can restructure and redefine everything in your life however many times you need to until you figure out your truths in this world. You have this ability, but that also means that every other person on this planet does as well. Everyone's definitions about things in life aren't going to be the same, which I'm very thankful for. Don't use everyone else's eyes to view the world around you. Develop your own so that you can see the beauty that is around you. You are responsible for the way that you define your world. You are responsible for how it is that you define your reality. You have the ability to construct that in any way that you see fit. Whatever your life looks like in the future is going to be a result of the things that you decide to do today. Those daily habits are going to shape everything in your life moving forward. Define who it is that you are. Define your truths. Define your emotions. Define love. Define beauty. Define the things that you want to achieve in life. Define your future. Define everything around you and everything inside of you so that you know what it is that you are looking at. Don't let other people define your world for you. Get things wrong, get things right, and at any point you deem it necessary, redefine it all again and again. You're responsible for all of it. So don't be so quick to believe that just because your parents told you that you should see something a certain way, or your friends told you that you should have an opinion of this or that, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're true. And if your life's bad in every way that you can imagine, odds are that your perception of your reality is flawed, or at the very least could be better if you were to change your mind and change the way it is that you look at things. But anyway, so that's the third foundation. So y'all have a good Friday.